Good day. My name is Freddie Lewis Stanley Atkins, also known as Glossy. I was born in the city of Sarasota in 1952. My mother, Glossy, moved to Sarasota in early 1948. Sarasota Newtown is an amazing place for me. It is where I loved. It is where I grew to be the person that I am, just by loving my people and my community and my country. And all of those things came together to develop the person that I want to be.
Well, Sarasota's been a special place to me and my family. As I say, I'm a third generation here. So we've watched the evolution of Sarasota and the evolution of Newtown. And with that, we participated in all of that action over the years. Watching Sarasota become what it has become and watching the Black community trail into that and how it's developed into a different place than what it was when my grandparents, parents, and even when I was a kid here. Flooding has always been a problem for the Newtown area. Where we used to live on a good hard rain, my dad would used to go out and dig an extra drainage ditch away from the house to make sure the water would run off into the street or the local drainage ditch that was near the house. So we've had run water in the house a number of times.
When I used to go to school at Booker Elementary, it used to flood so bad that sometimes they would tell us to go on home, don't even come to school because we'd be soaking wet.
My name is Molly Holland, and I am the Neighborhood Environmental Stewardship Team Coordinator for Sarasota County. Well, back in the day, 50s through 70s, the name of the game was to get the water off the land as quickly as possible. And that was often accomplished by a series of smaller pipes that would move water to the bay very quickly. The larger climate science groups are suggesting that our rainfall events will get more extreme, which means that, our normal rains that we would get in the afternoon of, maybe 1 or 2 inches over the course of a few hours, that often with climate change and with our air temperatures warming, those events can get a little heavier, exceeding the rain amount that the engineers who designed a lot of our roadways and subdivisions have anticipated.
Still today, there's drainage issues simply because of this is a low-lying area. It used to be called Black Bottom because the water used to come in and flood on a regular basis. So with the new drainage, it still isn't adequate enough to take the runoff from a heavy rain.
I have noticed in recent years the flooding has gotten deeper and deeper in this area. I remember when I first moved over here 9 years ago, it was just to the curb. Now it's up to the wall. The concern for climate change as we go forward is going to be mightily important. We're going to have to create more opportunities for water to percolate into the ground. We're going to have to also create larger pipes so that we would have an opportunity to help facilitate the water to get out more quickly.
I think the municipalities, the government needs to have, say, seminars or meetings or something to educate people to the fact of what it looks like, what it will look like, and things to do to remedy it.
What can people do to get involved in helping resolve some of the issues of flooding is first, raise your hand and raise your voice and come down to the City Commission office or go to your neighborhood associations and make it known where the problem spots are.
So for communities, neighborhoods, and individuals, it's very important on a lot of levels to have participation and involvement. So a lot of times when municipalities or cities or counties come in and they want to do some redevelopment or they're looking for projects, they often want public input. And that's for a reason, to hear the concerns of flooding or water quality or environment or any kind of concern so that the project can be as good as it can be. Also, communities can leverage funding. And so if you live in a community that has an active community association or a civic association, they can leverage funding for projects that will alleviate flooding and improve water quality. Individually, it's important to realize that whatever you do on your property affects somebody downstream. Take a look at your house as a whole and think of it as your little spot on the place of the earth and how you want to handle it, and you try to keep that stormwater in as much as possible, whether it's a pervious driveway that soaks up rain really well, your rain gardens that will also help soak up rain, harvesting rainwater through rain barrels to try to reuse some of that. Just something as simple as picking up trash on the side of the road can help alleviate flooding, because some of these pipes are smallish, 12, 18 inches, and it doesn't, it just takes 3 styrofoam cups and a stick, and we've got a flooding issue.
I think that it is vitally important that we participate in this discussion and the activities of remedying climate change. And I think it's going to be vitally important as we move forward to make things happen as relate to positively impacting this problem that we are dealing with.